The holidays are upon us. What's going on, everyone? Jeremy Hritz here. Courage pays better than fear trading. Happy holidays. Hope you had a tremendous Thanksgiving. My family is in full throttle mode in terms of decorating for Christmas. We're spreading holiday cheer, and it has been just an amazing holiday so far. Very excited. Right now, we are decorating the house and the tree, all the stuff inside. And typically, I go full on Clark Griswold mode outdoors. But so I buy blow-ups for the kids, inflatables for the yard, and I have like this big magical setup. And this year, all of the blow-ups got eaten by families of mice. It was like a whole nother world, and all of them were eaten, holes, trashed. So ixnay on the outdoor setup. So it's all interior. I put up some lights outside, but scaling back on that. Whatever. It is what it is. But it doesn't stop the holiday cheer. And man, I'm just looking forward to just enjoying the family, enjoying this time of year. And as I'm driving right now, checking out the holiday displays, decorations, it's a cool thing. And we're getting ready for our Christmas tradition, or post-Thanksgiving Christmas tradition, which was delayed a day this year, where my mom comes up, decorate with the kids. They're making gingerbread houses, and I go pick up a bunch of food, which is where I'm headed now, and then we watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So I am very excited to do that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But you're here for the markets, so I'm going to give you the markets. And check out, first of all, tomorrow I'll have my market preview ready to go for the first week of December. That will include the December calendar will be in there. The data that we're going to be getting, the economic data, is going to be a little bit disjointed because of what happened with the government shutdown. But we are going to get data. I talked about the importance of the December 10th Fed meeting, the rate decision, the dot plot that's coming, the Powell presser, that's going to be huge. And I'll also talk about the sentiment that typically is in play in December. And just based on the way things closed on Friday and the shortened trading day, it actually shut down at 1. I said 1:30. Was incorrect about that. But we grinded higher. And it looks like a year-end rally opportunity is there. But we're back up there near all-time highs, and you just have to wonder how much further can this thing go before we get a correction, right? I mean, that still has to be in the conversation. Yes, we did pull back over 5% on the SPX. Yes, we did pull back 8% on the Qs. Yes, we did hit bear territory on Bitcoin, but we can go higher. And in my community today, when I started doing the charting for next week, looking at the broader markets, I looked at the SPX following Thanksgiving and Black Friday from 2024 back to 2016. And it's kind of a mixed bag in terms of what happens, although when you're in a bullish trend, there's typically the bullish trend continues to grind up. But there were instances of a pop the first few days, a drop, pop, and then a big drop, and then a launch into the following year, with exceptions of 2022 when we hit that bear market territory. So we'll have to watch and see what happens. I do think that we're in store for a larger correction at some point. It probably won't come until 2026. And I'll have all that available for you guys, what my thoughts are for 2026 whenever I do my New Year preview. And I'll also have a video where I revisit my projections that I did for 2025, and was right on some things, was wrong on some things, specifically Meta, because in order for it to hit $1,000, man, it is just going to have to rip. Stranger things have happened, but it doesn't look like that's going to occur. But I'll share that with you guys. I do think we're going to see some weakness in 2026. Definitely at least a 15 to 20% correction, and maybe even a mini bear market before the midterm elections, but you'll have to wait for that. That'll be coming the final week of December, so stay tuned. But you know, right now, looking at the crypto markets, looking at Bitcoin, it's slightly in the positive at the time that I'm recording this on this Saturday, but there's not a lot of volume right now. And that's the other thing too about Thanksgiving week. There's very low volume that is in the market, so the moves aren't that reliable. So what I'm interested to see on Monday is there continuation from the moves that we saw last week, or because it was thin volume, do we see profit taking? Do we see drops? And are we going to get the Santa Claus rally? And I'll talk about the Santa Claus rally starting next week and what that is, but it's a really cool phenomenon that starts that final week of December into the new year, and it's going to be fun. And I can't wait for it. I'm super excited. And then just a couple other side notes here. I'm going to have my biggest, best, most amazing New Year's Bootcamp that I've ever done. I can't wait for it. It's going to be called the Years Wealth Accelerator, where I'm going to be teaching beginners. You don't have to have any experience with this. Investing and swing trading, because from my perspective and what I do in the markets, it's the best place for people to begin their foray into the markets. Day trading is not for everybody. That's just the 100% truth. But everybody, and I'll stand by this, everybody should understand financial markets enough to invest. You can't rely on somebody to do it for you. Sure, you can have, if you want to keep your money managed by a financial planner, financial advisor, whatever, that's fine. But you should be learning enough to do this on your own as well. And so this boot camp is for you, and you're going to learn. I'm going to be going into depth about investing, how to read charts, about the types of returns that you can expect in the market, and swing trading. So I'm going to be providing a comprehensive education. I want you to join me for that. That's going to kick off on January 5th. And it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to do that. And then lots of other cool things. I have a year-long mentorship that's coming that will follow after that course. And so just a big year in 2026 for Courage Pays Better Than Fear Trading. And I want all of you to be a part of that. So want to announce that to you guys. And then also too, as we are heading into the end of the year, it's important to begin reflecting on your 2025 and to begin setting your goals for 2026. Because if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a blueprint, then the whims of the world, the day-to-day, is going to lead your life. And you don't want to do that. You want to be specific. You want to have concrete direction for where you're going. So my advice to you, start evaluating, start reflecting on your 2025 now, and begin writing out those areas that you want to improve, those big, massive goals you want to accomplish in 2026. I'm doing the same thing right now. Part of my process too is I try to clean out, lean out everything, purge anything that I don't want to carry with me into 2026. This is something that I picked up from Jesse Itzler, who's just a phenomenal individual, and I use that in my life. So the takeaway today, start reflecting on your 2025. Identify those things that went well, where you need to grow, and what your big goals are for next year. But the second part of that, start cleaning things out. As simple as your wardrobe, your vehicle, your house. Start getting rid of everything that you don't need and be ready to head into the new year clean, not bogged down by 2025, because we are going to, me and you, we're going to crush this year together. And I want to be part of that with you. And for a lot of you out there, it's going to begin by signing up for that New Year Wealth Accelerator class, January 5th. Yeah, man. Man, life is good. It's good. It is. Anyway, I hope that you guys have a tremendous rest of your weekend. And on Monday, December 1st, we are going to smash it. So in the meantime, in between time, as always, make it a great day. Honor the moment. And most importantly, be grateful. Take care, everybody. I'll see you on the next episode.